Okay, right. Welcome to the 1999 All-County 13-a-side final, featuring Greenlough and Claudy. Claudy the North Derry winners, Greenlough the South Derry opposition. First in the ball, Thomas McCann to John Oak McPick. Greenlough playing into a gale force 1 at the moment. Conditions look nice, but torrential rain all morning. Young Liam O'Donnell. Crossfield pass. Underneath it, McCann and Gavin Donaghy. Claudy winning a sideline free. Claudy with a strong breeze. We'll expect a long ball up the field over the heads of all defenders. Underneath it, Paul Downey. Ball hops free and he gains it. Free for Claudy, 50 yards out, right of the uprights. Gavin Donaghy taking it, left-footed. High dropping ball into the square and well over. Shows the strength of the one today. First class point from Claudy. McAllister kicking into the breeze. Traditional 2-point ball hanging in the air. McCann bursting clear of the tackles. High ball down, all the defenders slipping. Full-back McNally chasing back. Ball punched clear. Underneath the goalkeeper Peter Riley. Plays a low safe ball out down his wing. But Brian McPick picks up. Brian into Liam O'Donnell. Liam left-footed into the square, but the ball falls short in the wind. Keeper Riley fumbles. Ball points clear. Great save on the line from Claudy. Excellent save. Sean McAllister, golden opportunity there. Just failed to get his toe to the ball. Score at the moment 1-0 in favour of Claudy. McCann adjudged to touch the ball on the ground. Claudy looking for a fast ball into the full forward line. Referee McLinton instead moving the ball 10 yards forward. Donaghy again underneath it. Gavin Donaghy, a brother of Martin's. Low ball into the corner man, but the one carrying it over the end line. Ball needs to be more direct and straight to the man in conditions like this. McAllister's kick out. Underneath it, Gavin Donaghy. Looking for the corner man. Brian McPick intercepts but puts it over his own line for a 50-yard free. This year's county panel. An exceptionally fast, fit young player. Left-footed. Lining up for the 50-yard free. Mishits the ball in the conditions. Breaks to Brian McPick. Brian drop kicks the ball. A low ball out underneath it. Big Michael Clark. Michael dipping for it. Goes for the fancy pick up instead. Taking on number 7, Mark McGill. Ball played back to McCann. Kevin McCann. A ball into the space into the full forward line. Full back well in. Punches it clear. Underneath it, number 7, Mark McGill. Mark fumbles in his pick up. Underneath it. Ball out with number 2, Brian Burke. Claudy looking for the long fast ball forward. Ball hopping clear off the slippery surface. Underneath it, Thomas Kelly. Left footed to Brian McPick. Brian bypassing Chris Connolly. And ball down to John Oak McPick, the full forward. John throws a dummy, cuts inside his man. Goes for the right footed kick, but again too far out and a poor effort. Claudy reached the race final by way of defeating Ardmore, Drum and Ballerne. And in the semi-final, they defeated Coleraine. They're contesting their first all-county 13-a-side final. Greenlough having been here last year and drawing with Banagher. Keeper Riley. Kick out, bad pass, fumbled pass, short ball inside. And a nice neat point from McAllister. Wide ball. An excellent chance for McAllister and the burst right through, and he should have scored to open Greenlough's account, but unfortunate on this occasion. Claudy changing their free kicker this time. Cornerback hitting out. Ball straight down the middle. Ball fumbled on the ground.
Get it up.
Back to McCann. McCann wearing a knee bandage, carrying ligament injuries. Taking the ball to the opposition. Ball inside to John McPeak. John trying to bring her closer to goals. Passing very tight. Thomas McCann. Ground shot. An own goal. An excellent goal from Greenlough, but a very hard luck on the full back line. After about 5 minutes of play, Greenlough takes the lead 1 goal to 1 point for Claudy. Deflected goal, very unfortunate in the full back line for Claudy. Keeper had already committed himself to diving to his right, and he could do nothing to the rebound. As the one picks up, high dropping ball. Ball breaks over the total midfield, down to the full forward. Full forward number 12, Mark Riley. Throwing a dummy, cutting inside his man, playing it to Donaghy, one of the danger men. Brian McPeak. Brian stupidly fouls the man straight in front of goals. An unnecessary foul as the player was dipping for the ball. Aidan McAlinn notices an off the ball incident. One of the Greenlough players in the ground, stopping play and going back to see what has happened to young Thomas Kelly. Thomas into today's final in place of Fintan Kelly. No relation, although similar name. Fintan carrying an injury, a hamstring injury. The other player missing today is Dermot McCallion. Dermot having broken his wrist in training in the previous night. Right-footed kicker this time, taking it. Number 13, Barry Murphy. Barry neatly slots the ball straight over the black spot. Make it 3 points to 2 in favour of Greenlough. Which one? Gareth Kearney taking the kick out this time. Underneath the McCann. Kevin McCann bursting clear of Mark Donaghy. McCann was a member of the Australian Rules panel last year. Donaghy a member this year. Michael Clark, big and strong, driving through the middle. Tends to overcarry, gets a nice pass in to O'Donnell. O'Donnell fumbles and the ball breaks to Claudy. Cormac O'Neill, nice tackling, unfortunate to be judged to have fouled. Fast ball out from Claudy. The long simple ball down the middle. Ball hops over all the defenders to Murphy. Murphy, a nice neat ball inside. An excellent, brilliant goal, an absolutely fantastic goal from Claudy after 8 minutes. Excellent play from Claudy to take a 2-point lead. I think it was number 11, Chris Conley, scored from a nice layoff from Barry Murphy. Gareth Kearney miskicks. Ball drops the full forward. High dropping ball in underneath the McAllister. Riley seems to be holding his leg after that kick. Players contesting it on the sideline. Claudy cut in field. High left footed kick and wide. Kearney's kick out only dropping 21 yards out. Inside the full forward, right-footed effort, well saved by McAllister. Should have been a simple point there from Mark Riley, but his kick didn't get any height on it. Underneath it, Donaghy. Left, high left-footed kick and left is upright and wide.
Hey, look! Come on, keep her out here!
Greenlough kick-outs gaining no distance in the one-swept conditions today as McAllister places the ball. High dropping ball again, dropping only 21 yards out. Underneath it, Kearney. Kearney slips to the ground. Underneath it, Cormac O'Neill. Cormac, a very fast ball carrying player, ticks on the opposition, runs directly at them. Number 5, Fergal Smith, chasing, not giving up the battle, but O'Neill pulls away. A brilliant point, all his own work from 80 yards out. Kick out, high dropping ball. Underneath the number 7, Mark McGill, but Mark failed to gather it first time. Ball dropped to Donaghy. Left-footed ball into his corner man. Number 12, Mark Riley. Mark chasing down the sideline and over the sideline for a Greenlough ball. Greenlough line out today. Seamus McAllister in goals. Paul Downey, Gareth Kearney and Gary Loughlin. Brian McPeak, Kevin McCann and Thomas McCann. Forward line, Cormac O'Neill, Michael Clark and John Ogue. And full forward line, Sean McAllister and Liam O'Donnell. Kevin McCann down the sideline. Underneath it, O'Donnell. Chasing it Riley, but ball carries over the end line for a wide.
Told it the way they want to say.
The out legs are maybe running on it, not holding maybe. You'll get her as well as you can, hey, so.
You see, there's a level mark on her.
What? 13 minutes gone, Claudy 1 goal and 3 points, Greenlough 1-1. Scorer number 11, Chris Conley. High kick out underneath it, Gavin Hagan. Nice shoulder charge, both men contesting the ball fairly. Underneath it, Cormac O'Neill. Cormac again running at the opposition, taking them on, running into the wind. A long crossfield pass underneath it, O'Donnell and Johnny Farn. But the ball skids over the sideline and a free kick to Taff lead as the ball goes out to number 6, Kieran Harrigan. Kieran bursts through 2 tackles and plays a short ball to Donaghy. Donaghy throws a dummy, cuts inside in his right foot. And a high ball into full forward Riley. Riley a punch pass underneath it, Gary Loughlin. Gary gets a hand in, does enough. Brian McPeak, however, waits in the ball, gives the possession back to Claudy. And a weak effort on his kick out this time. One stopping and blowing it over the sideline. Impossible to see what's happening. Right footed kick, a nice effort straight across goals. And a beautiful point, first class point from that angle with a strong crossfield wind. Scorer that time, number 13, Barry Murphy. Claudy starting to stretch a small lead now with the breeze behind them as the ball drops to McCann. McCann gaining a nice ball in midfield, looking for the short pass to O'Neill. O'Neill, nice flick inside to Brian McPeak. Brian turns 2 men. Ball to Cormac O'Neill. Cormac rides the first tackle. Punch pass to McCann. Greenlough trying to play short football into the breeze. To O'Donnell. O'Donnell to Kelly. John Ogue McPeak. John, without looking up, finds McCann. McCannon's right foot pulls back. McLean and judges a throw pass. A very unfortunate decision for Greenlough. Controversial decision in that case. Claudy looking for the high long ball. Underneath the young Donaghy, a member of the Australian rules. Kelly picks it up. Short pass to Kevin McCann. To John Og McPeak. Greenlough again carrying the ball to the opposition. A beautiful pass in. Pass carries 1 yard too far in front of McPeak. Number 4, Johnny Farn. Johnny plays the ball back. Number 7, Mark McGill. Claudy under some pressure from the Greenlough forward line, but a good ball down to full forward, Chris Connolly. Ball to Donaghy. Donaghy causing some problems here at the moment as he plays a long ball in into the corner. But the one carries it over the keeper, McAllister, kicking the ball out. Again, the one taken across. It looks like a sideline ball as Kelly carries it over the line. Sideline ball for Claudy, 40 yards out. Barry Murphy going over, decides to leave it instead. Long high ball left of the upright from Donaghy and wide. Young Murphy had pointed from almost a similar position a few moments earlier. This time Donaghy decided to take the free. Claudy line now today: Peter Riley in goals, Brian Burke, Martin McNally and Johnny Farn. Half back line: Fergal Smith, Kieran Hargan and Mark McGill. Up front: Colm O'Kane, Mark Donaghy and Gavin Donaghy. Full forward line: Chris Connolly, Mark Riley and Barry Murphy. As Big Michael Clark burst clear. Ball between Martin McNally and John Og McPeak. McNally points it to Donaghy. Donaghy left footed takes on the opposition. John Og McPeak very deep on his own 40-yard line, gathers up the loose possession. Looking for a pass but nobody on, and he's forced to hold it and kick into the breeze for a sideline ball to Claudy. Number 3. Aidan McGlynn clearing the sidelines as number 3 fullback Martin McNally lines up to take the sideline ball. Another left-footed player, high ball into the square. Ball breaks free to McCann. McCann again looking for a pass out, no one making the opening for him. It goes to O'Neill. O'Neill rides 2 tackles. Referee adjudges to have overcarried and a 50-yard free to Claudy. A rough enough decision. Cormac O'Neill feeling harshly done by on that occasion. Donaghy lines up the kick, left footed, 50 yards out, high ball, an excellent point, first class score from young Donaghy. High dropping ball, underneath it, Gavin Donaghy. Well taken by Thomas Kelly, the substitute player in today for Kieran McCallion. Down Michael Clark to Kelly down the line. Ball unfortunately fumbled for another sideline ball for Claudy. Number 7, Mark McGill. High ball down to the full forward line. Underneath it, Barry Murphy. Ball on the ground, well kept out by Gary Loughlin. Paul McNally, Paul wearing spectacles, catches the ball, drives out through 2 players and plays it to Kevin McCann. Thomas Kelly carrying it to the opposition. Again, the opposition, or the Greenlough forward line, lying far too deep and no support play as Liam O'Donnell does a good punch out of the Claudy man's hands. An inside ball, but no one inside for the... and the keeper lets it run wide. Touch and go decision in that case as John Og McPeak narrowly missed getting his fingers to the ball. McNally's kick out drops to Cormac O'Neill. Cormac running at the opposition yet again. Ball bounces clear in the slippy conditions. Cornerback Farn, it looks like, getting a knee in the ribs. No. No, didn't Number 7, Mark McGill, winning the free in that case. Again, Greenlough feeling harshly done by the referee indecision as a high ball drops underneath Thomas Kelly. Carries over his head and just punched over the sideline for a Greenlough ball. Very hard luck on young Mark Riley in that case. As the wet conditions, he slipped over the sideline. Kevin McCann take the ball safely in the chest and field pass to the full forward John Oak McPick way down his own halfway line. And underneath it, Liam O'Donnell. Greenlough doing quite well at the moment against the breeze, but not getting the scores on the scoreboard. Has a high ball in over the defence underneath it, Brian McPick, but the ball bounces to cornerback Brian Burke. Brian McPick, right-footed. Ball bounces clear to Claudy. Claudy defender right through two Greenlough men. Ball to Liam O'Donnell. Liam points pass over the head of the backs, just misses. And Claudy clear their lines yet again. Greenlough, a lot of pressure, nothing to score for. Full forward Riley fouling on that occasion. Ball out to O'Neill. O'Neill a low ball, a 50-50 ball on the occasion. And Seamus McAllister punches the ball over the end line for a kick out. .25 minutes gone, 1 goal and 4 points to 1-1 in favour of Claudy. Full-back Martin McNally lining up the kick out. Left-footed player. Disappointing kick, breaks free to McPick. McPick a low ball in. Well picked up by the Claudy defence. Donaghy looking for the pass out, a long low ball. But underneath it, Kearney. Kearney playing soccer style. Points pass inside to McCann. Running into a crowd of Claudy players. Well tackled. Ball breaks free. And number 9, Donaghy, wins the ball. McAlinn just trying to keep the match under control in the wet, slippy conditions. Fortunately enough, no rain at the moment, just gale force wind. As Martin McNally goes to the long high ball down. 60 yards down, underneath it, Brian McPick. Brian punches it down to himself. Toe tap ball well out, Martin McNally out through 2 Greenlough players to number 11, Chris Connolly. Chris left-footed to the far wing, but the strong breeze carries it over the end line and wide. High ball bounced clear, but picked up by Brian McPick. Brian attempted drop kick, ball hanging in the air. Underneath it, Fergal Smith. Yet another free to Claudy. Ball to Donaghy, 55 yards out, right off the upright. He's put over one of these in a moment or two. Oh, excellent save by McAllister after fumbling. Greenlough fortunate that occasion as McAllister fumbled the first attempt but made a great follow-up save as the ball passed back to Donaghy. Settles himself this time and neatly taps over the bar for another point for Claudy. Kevin McCann underneath it. Takes it nicely, right-footed effort into the open space and underneath it, John McPick. John picking it up Australian rules style. Ball certainly off the ground, but Aidan McAlinn, yet another controversial decision, as the ball was clearly hopping on that occasion. and he brings the ball 10 yards forward. Fullback Martin McNally lumping slightly here at the moment, but still going up to take the free kick on the halfway line. Bound to be a long high ball into the square. Changes his mind this time and plays a short ball to Donaghy. Young Donaghy, member of the Australian rules panel, plays it inside to the attacking McNeil. Left-footed effort, poor effort, but falls lucky. And a brilliant goal, a first-class goal from Claudy. McNeil took the free kick, then went for the 1-2 follow-up pass. No Greenlough player picked him up, and his attempted effort at the point fell to the Claudy forward line, and they drove it to the net. An excellent goal. Number 12, Mark Riley, the scorer on that occasion. Michael Clark playing through two players. Right-footed effort down into the corner underneath it, McAllister. McAllister well tackled by Brian Burke. Burke winning possession, second attempt. McAllister hurrying and hassling him. And a free kick out. Free kick to Claudy. Short infield pass. Down to Donaghy. No, Murphy. Murphy taking on his man, turning one way, turning him the other. Gary Loughlin following up. As a ball infield to Connolly. Connolly flick passes.
Well played.
Referee allows play to continue. Riley on the ball, plays it back to Donaghy. Left-footed effort, but left it upright and wide. Possibly a very decisive goal at a crucial time as we enter the last few minutes of the game in the first half. Claudy now 2-6 to 1-1 ahead. Greenlough will have an uphill battle in the second half, despite having the strong breeze. The referee blows the whistle for the half time. 2-6 to 1-1 in favour of Claudy. Second half about to start. Claudy 2-6, Greenlough 1-1. Greenlough was a very strong gale force wind, but they've an uphill battle in the second half. They probably will need an early score to try and lift them and get them into the battle. As the ball bounces from McCann. Another punch tackle by Kevin McCann. Donaghy carries the ball, looking for a pass inside. Ball breaks clear to number 8 O'Keehan. Right-footed effort. An excellent first point against the wind.
Come on, boys, give it on here.
First class effort, the last thing the Greenlough wanted at the start of the second half. Good effort, 25 yards out into the wind, right-footed, number 8 Colm O'Keehan. Claudy scores in the first half. Martin Donaghy 3 points, Chris Connolly 1-1, Mark Riley a goal, and Barry Murphy 2 points. For Greenlough, Thomas McCann had a goal and Cormac O'Neill a point. As the ball breaks to number 11, Chris Connolly. Chris left-footed, across to Donaghy. Donaghy rides the first tackle. Another left-footed effort, well punched over by McAllister. 2 excellent points at the start of the second half from Claudy. Greenlough's head's down slightly at the moment and they need some player to really lift it. McAllister taking his time in the kick out. Better kick out this time. Underneath and Mayhill. Number 17, Kieran McCallion must have entered the fray. As the ball's played inside to Clark. Clark across field pass. Underneath of Cormac O'Neill, but the gale force one carrying across the field and a sideline ball virtually in their own end line for Claudy. It looks like Kieran McCallion has entered the fray for Thomas Kelly. Kelly, a knock in the first half, may have balanced the decision against him. Ball breaking free. Donaghy underneath it. Rides the first tackle, gains a free out. Greenlough forwards must harass and pressure the Claudy defence and stop the ball coming out. Tap ball out to fullback McNally. McNally across to Farron. Farron across his own goal line, but a poor ball out into the breeze, and again a sideline ball, the one coming across the field, and a lot of sidelines down the left hand side of the field. Brian McPick, a high dangerous ball, nobody claiming it. Underneath it Cormac O'Neill. Cormac up over his shoulder, hook kick over his left shoulder, an excellent point from young O'Neill. Brian McPick playing the simple, high, dangerous ball into the square. Broke free and Cormac O'Neill, right-footed, hooked over his own shoulder to open Greenlough's account in the second half. Looks like Brian Burke taking this kick out. Underneath it, Kieran McCallion, tackle over the shoulder. Free kick 50 yards out, straight in front of goals. O'Neill decided to take the free out of his hands. Right-footed, steadies himself, high dropping kick. Straight over the black spot, a brilliant point. Some excellent scores from frees here today. Young Donaghy in the first half, O'Neill there in the second half. Clouds start to come over Newbridge here today. Hopefully the rain's not threatening. Kick out, dropping underneath it. McPick gathering the loose ball, back to Kearney. Kearney, a punch pass inside. Well tackled by Kieran Hargan from behind. High ball from McCann, but the one will carry it over the end line as Liam O'Donnell tries to chase it. Ball today must be on target, otherwise the one simply carries it over the sidelines and end lines. Kevin McCann bursting clear, two men holding his jersey. Oh, beautiful catch by O'Neill, cuts into two. Oh, fantastic goal! One of the best goals of the season from Cormac O'Neill. Fielded the high ball into the square, out jumped his man, cut inside three players and drove the ball right footed to the net. Keeper Peter Riley had absolutely no chance on that occasion. That's perhaps a score that will raise the Greenlough team now to greater efforts in the second half, as they're behind on the scoreline of 2 goals and 3 points to 2 goals and 8 points. Tony Long gone there. 6 minutes into the second half and everything to play for us. Claudy punch pass the ball out. Underneath it, young Riley. But the ball breaks free. Paul pushed down. The referee, no free on this occasion, allows Donaghy to drive away with the ball. Left-footed, running at the Greenlough defence, rides a tackle, and a first-class score. Greenlough feeling harshly done by and getting no free, as young Paul Downey was not awarded a free there for a push in the back. Greenlough management getting heated here with some of the decisions. John McPick well out underneath the ball to McCann. McCann raised the first tackle from McNally. Driving in field, right-footed effort. Off the post. Looked as if it was over the bar, but off the right-hand post. Cormac O'Neill not even looking up. Fantastic point. He didn't even glance up. He knew where the posts were at. Right-footed effort. O'Neill showing us mettle here today. McNally this time kicking the kick, a low kick out underneath it. Donaghy breaks free from the Greenlough midfield. gains the free kick for the foul in the back. Michael Lagan having succeeded in finding a second ball. Greenlough looking for the second ball to try and aid the kick-outs and stop the play, breaking down and slowing down. Donaghy left-footed running at the defence, leaving McCallion in his wake. A beautiful point, a fantastic point. Some good scores here today. Martin Donaghy, a first-class score in the run there as he left Kieran McCallion in his wake to leave the scoreline 2-10 to 2-4. McAllister's kick out underneath it, McCann. Ball breaks free, McCann strong and tackle to brother Kevin, to Brian McPick. Brian, simple ball, high ball dropping underneath it, McAllister. Well taken by the full back line, and they won the free kick. An excellent catch under pressure. Donaghy punches the ball down to his forward line to Riley. Riley fouled by Downey. Number 11, Chris Connolly, cutting inside his player, holding up possession into the breeze. The ball breaks free. Underneath it, Michael Clark. Michael slide tackle, free by McAlinton. Greenlough attempting to speed play up. Claudy naturally attempting to slow play down. Greenlough only one man really coming off the small square, the rest quite far out despite the strong wind. High ball, nobody in underneath it. That's full back. McNally catches it, a good high catch. Ball well out to number 8, Colm O'Keehan. Colm a small fast player, however he fumbled his pick up on this occasion. Kearney, short two-tap ball out underneath it, O'Neill. Ball breaks free to Colm O'Keehan. Colm number 5, Fergal Smith. Fergal punches it infield. Ball breaks free to McAllister. McAllister, long low ball and underneath. Oh, Liam O'Donnell just fails to get his hand to the ball. An excellent chance. Hard luck on the Greenlough corner forward on that occasion. Great ball in from McAllister. The ball just skidded off the surface and young O'Donnell couldn't get his hands to it. Keeper Riley not taking the kick-outs, leaving them to full-back McNally. High ball underneath it, Donaghy. The two Donaghys causing havoc here in the midfield at the moment. Cuts inside Clark. Clark fouls. Ball down the left-hand wing. Number 10, Gavin Donaghy. Punches infield. Right-footed effort. Oh, fantastic goal. A brilliant goal. Right-footed effort, 21 yards out. Goalkeeper McAllister, absolutely no chance with that. Mark Riley. Mark Riley, the goal scorer on that occasion. Fantastic effort. Mark Riley's second goal of the game. Greenlough calling for free for a touch on the ground. Ball not given on the sideline ball. Clark, a low long driven ball. Underneath it, McAllister. Number 2, Brian Burke, runs it on the ground, Australian rule style, gets away with it this time. The referee doesn't give a free as he did in the first half. Short ball out to the fullback. Long, low driven ball. Underneath it, Riley. Riley under pressure from Paul Downey. Paul Downey wins on this occasion, bursts out through 3 players and carries the ball to the opposition. Kevin McCann, a high dropping ball, looks as if it's going wide, right, it's upright and wide. 12 minutes gone, 3-10 to 2-4 in favour of Claudy. Fullback McNally, left-footed kick. Underneath it, Gary Loughlin. Ball breaks to Michael Clark. Michael strong on the tackle. Then field pass to John McPick. John right-footed. Excellent effort from an awkward angle. Nice point from play by John Oak McPick.
Come on, Mike. Come on.
8 points in the game as we reach the halfway stage in the first half. McNally a better kick out this time. Underneath it, Gary Laughlin. Number 10, Gavin Donaghy, whoever wins it. Good ball to Murphy. Murphy to Donaghy out over the Greenlough defence. Back to Murphy again. Two taps the ball, cuts inside. Number 10, Gavin Donaghy. Or it's Martin Donaghy. Martin Donaghy left-footed looking for the quick free. Nothing on. Greenlough defence well off their man. However, young Paul Downey winning another great ball. Paul is starting to raise his game here at the moment. Long ball underneath it, John McPick, but the ball bounces over his head to the full-back. Full-back punch pass to Brian Burke. Good ball to Colm O'Keane. Colm O'Keane rides the first tackle. Cuts inside. Right-footed effort, however, well blocked. And the ball breaks to McCallion. Brian McPick, a low ball down. Nobody really looking for it as it breaks to young Cormac O'Neill. Cormac's bound to run at this defence and take them on here today. That's what he does. He cuts past two men and goes for a fantastic goal. Another brilliant goal by young Cormac O'Neill. Cormac has now scored 2 goals and 4 points in play in this game. Very exciting tussle here today. Cormac O'Neill now making the scoreline 3-5 to 3-10 in favour of Claudy. Some 15 minutes gone of the second half. Everything to play for. Some brilliant scores from both sets of forwards. McNally's kick out. Kevin McCann, the free man in the midfield, but the ball carries over his head. And underneath it, Clark. Clark now to the free man. Kevin should run at his defence. Cuts inside in his weak foot. Plays to John McPick. John settles himself for a nice score. Straight over the black spot. A brilliant score, 40 yards out from young John McPick. Settled himself in 2 minds and then tapped it nicely over the bar. 4 points in the game as the one picks up. 4 in it. Left-footed effort, breaking to Donaghy. Donaghy cuts inside the 2 tackles. Down to Connolly. Connolly, right-footed ball in behind the Greenlough defence as Kearney goes for it. Kearney making sure with his pick-up. Good pick-up in these poor conditions. Simple ball down the middle underneath to Thomas McCann. Thomas safe catch into his chest. Crowd starting to rise to the occasion here. Ball bounces over O'Donnell and up into the corner. Keeper Riley well out of his goals. Riley slips. Young Riley very lucky there. Slipped in the wet conditions as he went to pick up the ball. A weak kick out. Drops straight to the man he should be marking. Good point by Kevin McCann. Claudy suffering here today as our keeper is unable to kick out into the strong breeze. That leaves an extra player. In this case, it's John Oak McPick. Good high kick out. Thomas McCann adjudged of having his hand on Donaghy's back. Young Fenton Kelly carrying an injury in today's game enters for the last 10 minutes of the battle in favour of young Liam O'Donnell as Claudy plays some short balls Attempted tackle, but a wide ball adjudged on this occasion. Kick out by McAllister. Breaks free in the ground. Donaghy left-footed. Throws a neat dummy, cuts inside 2 men. Plays the ball out to number 11, Chris Connolly. Chris left-footed, straight over the black spot. An excellent score from young Connolly. Connolly's first score of the second half. Score now 3-11 to 3-7 in favour of Claudy. McAllister's kick out. Underneath of the McCann brothers. Ball breaks free. 2 men tussle for it. Brian McPeak, 2 taps on the ground. But the Claudy defence comes out of the ball. Heavily tackled by Cormac O'Neill. Number 5, Fergal Smith, doing well on that occasion. Played inside to Donaghy. Donaghy to McNally. Nice ball over the head of the midfield to Mark Riley. Mark outfield to Donaghy. Donaghy running at the defence. Greenlough mustn't foul on this occasion. An excellent block, a fantastic block by young Gary Loughlin. And Greenlough won the free out from Kieran McCallion. High ball out from Paul Downey. John McPeak on the full-back, adjudges it. Misjudges it, ball bounces to Kelly. Kelly fumbles on the ground. He should have gained it on that occasion. Ball in with two men. Ball over the head to Colm O'Kane. Colm carrying the ball, running into the strong breeze. Another free. Some of the spectators getting incensed here by a couple of the decisions by the referee today as Claudy gains a free kick 21 yards out and play stops. Good score from Martin Donaghy. Good score from Martin Donaghy on that occasion to open a 5-point gap as the game enters the last 7 minutes. Big Fergal O'Neill entering the fray in the full forward berth for Sean McAllister. Kick out, a low driven ball. Poor kick out, drops to Donaghy. Then to Riley. Riley cuts inside. A brilliant effort again. Very dangerous player this. He has already scored 2 goals. Kevin McCann wins his free. To John McPeak. Ball skids yet again. There's 2 players. Smith judges it. Drops to Fintan Kelly. John McPeak wins the follow-up. Fergal in the fray. Ball passed out to McNally. McNally left-footed. And to Brian McPeak. Brian turns his man. And the ball to the most dangerous player in the field possibly today. Cormac O'Neill running at the defence. Playing into Fergal. Fergal takes on the goal. Brilliant goal by big Fergal O'Neill. Excellent goal. Cormac O'Neill doing all the speed work. Then hand passing to Fergal O'Neill. And the game's really up for play now with a score 3-10 to 3-12. 2 points in it. As young Peter Riley seems to be down after a slight collision. Two points to the game, 7 minutes to go as the kick out drops. Scramble clear underneath the number 8 O'Kane. O'Kane, a small low ball carrying player. Ball crossfield to number 12, Mark Riley. Mark a neat ball down to Barry Murphy. Barry mishandles, the ball goes to McAllister. McAllister, a long simple ball out underneath it. Michael Clark. Michael points the ball to Thomas McCann. The crowd encouraging Greenlough to try and pump the ball in, but McCann holds the ball up, and then a long dangerous ball, but nobody in underneath it. Oh, a brilliant goal, a fantastic goal by Cormac O'Neill. How did he ever score that? A pure opportunist goal as the ball looked to be drifting wide. Young O'Neill dove with the ball and punched it to the net. O'Neill has now scored a hat-trick of goals.
Come on, boys, it's not over yet. Come on, hey, fuck, come on.
Cormac O'Neill now have scored 3 goals and 3 points as Greenlough really rise to the occasion. And John McPick settles himself and from 40 yards out drifts it straight over the bar. A fantastic score yet again. Greenlough support really rising to the occasion now as Greenlough actually take the lead for the first time in the game, going 5-8 to 3-12 ahead. That's a 2-point lead after being 7 points behind about 5 minutes earlier. Cormac O'Neill rising yet again. Punch ball over the... Oh, well picked out there by fullback McNally. Poor ball out picked up by Kevin McCann. Kevin steadying himself 50 yards out. High ball underneath it. Keeper Riley. Riley takes it the second attempt. Ball punched out to number 10, Gavin Donaghy. Gavin very deep now, trying to win possession. Plays it out to his namesake Donaghy. Donaghy cuts inside, right footed, hand to toe on this occasion, left footed. Turns the player both ways. Very clearly seen why this player was a county minor. Number 11, Conley, a low dangerous ball. Keeper out for it, ball breaks free to Claudy forward line. Well tackled by McAllister. Everyone unsure what's happened and the umpires are judged a 50-yard free. Claudy looking for the faster ball this time. 2 points down with about 5 minutes left. Short ball to number 11, Chris Connolly. A late tackle, referee seen it. Good refereeing on that occasion as two players pushed in, and it was Donaghy in fact. And it's a 21-yard free. Greenlough management shouting at their players to form a barrier across the goal line. 2 points down for Claudy. What will they do? Will they tap over for the point or will they go for the goal? Right-footed Barry Murphy taking the free. Barry having scored 2 points in the first half. Settling himself. Okay, takes the point. Keeps Claudy well in contention. Very tight game, nothing in it. Sorry? No, I made it. What's that? 5-8, 3-13. What's that? I made a point on it. According to me, ball to Donaghy. Claudy rising to the task here. Donaghy wins the free in the halfway line. Dangerous ball in. Ball played out, smothered by two Greenlough players, and Claudy won another free. This could be the equalising score. Who's the wee man on the side there? Young Kieran Hargan winning an excellent free there, 21 yards out. Donaghy, whoever misses this first effort that he failed today, pressure may be telling on him as Thomas McCann wins the ball that came out. Thomas running at the defence. Ball down, underneath it Fergal O'Neill, ball breaks free to McNally. Underneath it Michael Clark, Michael dips on the ball, lifts it, looks for the punt pass, but the one carries it over the end line and wide. A good chance squandered. We reckon 1 minute left. The Greenlough management here calling the time's up. Some injury time due for a couple of collisions there earlier in the match. Very close, exciting encounter. Some brilliant scores here today as both teams still playing, concentrating on good quality football. As the kick out drops to John McPick. Could this be the insurance point? John settles a beautiful point from play. Caught the kick out, tapped her over. Simple way. Short kick out this time. McNally, long ball down, but underneath the Greenlough midfield, Thomas McCann. Two taps to Brian McPick. Brian throws a dummy, cuts inside, right footed, holding the ball up. 60 yards out, goes for the simple effort underneath the keeper Riley. Keeper catches it neatly in his chest. And plays it out to, I think it's Johnny Farn. Gathers it himself again. Brian Burke. Long ball out underneath it, Dodger McCann. Dodger forced to release the ball on the ground as he might have been over carrying. Claudy won the free out in their own 40-yard line. Management here calling time up. 2 points in the game by my reckoning. 5-9 to 3-13 as the ball goes to number 6, Kieran Hargan. Kieran hasn't given up the battle, running at the opposition. But the ball well intercepted by Thomas McCann. Thomas, a long simple ball underneath it, danger man O'Neill. O'Neill takes a soccer style with his left foot. Baines picks it up to O'Neill. O'Neill to John Og McPeak. John Og. Another brilliant point off the crossbar. Young McPeak showing us at metal here today as that is his 5th point from play. All in the second half. Young John Og McPeak, son of manager John, scoring 5 excellent points that really have pulled Greenlough back into the second half. Ball to number 6, Hargan. Hargan lifting the Claudy efforts here in the last few minutes as the ball breaks to Kearney. Kearney plays it on the ground, just basically Greenlough's plans to keep the ball in the Claudy full back line. Ball well out to number 7, Mark McGill. Mark turning inside his man. Down to Donaghy, the midfielder. Claudy still in the game as a goal would turn the game. As the Greenlough full back line flounders here at the moment, goes to number 11, Chris Conley. Chris takes it past Kearney with a man inside. And he tries to find the man, that's exactly what he does. It's a brilliant save by McAllister. And very hard luck there on, I think it was number 8, Colm O'Keehan. High ball in, the taller goalkeeper just won the day on that occasion. I am 5-10 to 3-13, whatever that is.
15, 3, 13.
Ball to Kieran McCallion. Kieran, low ball outfield but straight back to his kicker. Full back. Good effort at the block by McPeak. Ball on the ground, points clear. Hargan again on the ball. Picks it up at the second attempt. McCann mustn't foul. Referee adjudged that Claudy had picked it up off the ground, and Brian McPeak plays a fast ball out to Thomas McCann into safe hands. McCann 2 taps to Clark. Clark must run at the opposition, hold the ball, mustn't panic. Big strong player. Poor ball on the ground. Claudy panning, and an excellent victory for Greenlough on a scoreline of 5-10 to 3-13. First class encounter here today as the Greenlough spectators go out to congratulate their players. Brilliant performance by young O'Neill and John Og McPeak. Very good game of good open football. Both teams concentrating on football. Hard luck to Claudy, the North Derry champions coming down here today. They just couldn't hold out in the second half against the Gale Force Wind, the one playing havoc for both teams.
But he's special.
The late Stephen Kent here, congratulate both teams for the day of football in them conditions. And I commiserate with Claudy and congratulate Greenlough on winning the Tommy O'Neill Cup. And I'll ask Shane to present the cup, Shane O'Neill, on behalf of the captain.
First of all, I'd like to thank the management. Michael Hagan, John McTake, and I'd also like to thank again the support for coming along to all the matches. I went out there and everybody came out. I'd like to thank Newbridge for playing the match in the field and that bad night. I'd also like to thank the Claudy team for a good sporting game. 3 cheers for Claudy boys. Hop, hop. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Here's the.